everyone, my name is Jayne. I'm one of the tutors at Rockwell College Music Academy. One of the classes that I teach there is the Kara pre-instrumental program, which is a program that we offer for the slightly younger children who may not be quite ready to embark on a one-to-one musical instrument at the moment. So we sort of cater for, say, roughly junior and senior infants, maybe first and second class as well. So I just want to take a few minutes to tell you a little bit about what we cover in that program. It's really a foundation program. So the idea is when children do go on to have their music lessons, maybe one-to-one, that they're not sitting at a piano or, picking up a violin and looking at music and it's a whole different language. So it's providing the foundation of rhythm in music. So we start doing a lot of work on steady beat. So listening to music, keeping that steady beat, because that is just such a fundamental aspect of any musical learning going forward. We then look at rhythm notation. So it's giving the children opportunity to learn different note types, then to be able to read them as well and to be able to clap them back. So let me give you an example. This is just a little 4-beat rhythm pattern. So we would be teaching the children, this is a crotchet type of note, this is a crotchet rest, and the sound of this rhythm pattern would go ta, ta, rest, ta, 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 rest, ta. Another example would be, so with this rhythm pattern, the children would learn this type of minimum note is a minimum note. It's that time value is 2 beats or 2 counts. Then we also have our joined quavers, which are half a beat each, and we count for 1 beat. And then we also have our crotchet note, which we count for 1 beat. So the children will be able to read this rhythm pattern and be able to clap, and they would be saying ta, ah, ti, ti, ta, ta, ah, ti, ti, ta. So it's covering a lot of rhythmic work for the children. In class I would use a lot of percussion instruments, also using props, things like balls, scarves, all sorts of other actual kind of non-musical things. We use drums, all of those things that can help with their rhythm work. They would also be learning to read their rhythm patterns, but also to be listening to a piece of music and to be playing rhythm patterns along to it, which is a real foundation for them when they move on their musical learning experience. Other things that I would cover with the children, this is not specifically in one term, this will be throughout a couple of terms. Cover work on pitch in music, so they would be listening to notes, hearing which is the higher note, which was the lower note, possibly getting them to sit at the piano and play higher notes and lower notes. For some of the children that may have done a few terms at Kara, we would start looking at putting notes onto a stave and doing some very basic reading of music. Other things that we would cover in the Kara class are dynamics, so they would be able to look at dynamic symbols and know what they mean. If they saw MF, they would know that that's kind of your speaking voice range. It stands for mezzo forte, which is moderately loud. So all those sort of concepts they would be learning over the terms of doing the Kara program. So like that, we'd have them really ready for when they start to learn an instrument. Other things that I would introduce along the way is different instruments. We would, where I can, bring in different instruments to the class so they can either have a listen to them or look at them. What we've done in previous terms is we've compared things like a tuba to a violin. So we're physically looking at the instruments, we're listening to how they sound. So they really get a good understanding of the different sounds that different instruments create, what they're made out of, and those type of things. We do a lot of listening as well to really help tune in their ears to certain sounds, how certain pieces make them feel as well. So I hope you've enjoyed this little video, and if you have any questions, don't hesitate to email as well. We look forward to welcoming you to the Academy. Bye for now.